Hello, folks. I have just been whispering my little life away on my other channel. I don't think that the videos that I do for ASMR for myself mainly are really, gonna bowl over well for a lot of people because I really just tell my business. It's basically just a diary. But yeah. I have been having a time in terms of gaining new employment, and trying to make it to mics because I don't have any money to make it to any open mics, so that I can then get on shows that actually pay. So it kind of is what it is. It's a double-edged sword at this moment, but we march on and we move on. I continue to apply for jobs. I am honestly about to try and become a go-go dancer or something. A lot of people keep saying, going into fast food. I feel like if I'm going to set my body up for that kind of labor, I might as well get tips on top of it. So go-go dancing seems like a much better idea for me, just for me in particular. I like moving my body, so it works out in my favor. And honestly, as a go-go dancer, it's very rare that they allow people to touch you. So love that for me. But it is what it is because I'm at a point where I really don't care for like men at all, like whatsoever. If y'all could just like not even perceive me, that would be great, but also give me tips. It's annoying, I know. It's like, what do women want? For you to just give them your money and leave us the fuck alone, honestly. And honestly, if it weren't for the fact that we live in a capitalist society, we wouldn't even have to depend on y'all for money. And we'd be able to barter and do things in a much different way. But, capitalist society is what we're in. It is what it is. I blame white supremacy and patriarchy all day, every day. All day, every day. But, everybody is selling their body for labor, so don't get me started on that. I do believe that people that work in fast food deserve 30 an hour instead of this fight for 15 that went on for 15 years. Yeah, 15 years ago, that was acceptable. Now, 15 years later, need another 15. It's everybody's just behind the fucking 8 ball on this, to be quite honest, and it's really actually annoying. Like, it's so annoying. Like, you're actually going to try and make it seem like I'm supposed to be doing more work because of what exactly? You're making record profits, and wages haven't really changed much over the course of my lifetime. I'm 32. There are still jobs. You can, at Dollar Tree, you get paid $8.32 an hour. $8.32 an hour. I'm 32. What is $8.32 an hour going to do for anybody with grown-ass bills? Not a goddamn thing, okay? Not a goddamn thing. You can barely feed yourself on that. It's fucking atrocious. And everybody needs their ass beat. And they had record profits at this point as well at Dollar Tree. CEO is doing well. 10 mil? A cool 10 mil for him? Oh, that's cute. That's real cute. Everything, all the prices in Dollar Tree now up 25 cents. But you can't seem to make your employees' wages inflate with the times. It's giving fuck you, I want to be rich. Like that's all it's giving. Like, it's giving fuck you, I, CEO, and all of those C-suites, I want to be rich. And I don't give a fuck about what you got going on. Figure out how to live. You want them there for 12 hours. How many hours do you expect them to work out of the day? Because I know good and goddamn well you're not working 12 hours. I know that much. Y'all might not even work 5 days a week. But pick up more hours. Bitch. I look forward to when everybody, finally wises up, gets fed up, and says, let's really go ahead and just eat the rich. At this point, am I still trying to get rich in the meantime? Oh yes, because bitch, this poor shit sucks. It sucks. Sucks ass. Okay? It's annoying. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's really annoying. And at my last job, they were paying me $50K a year. Meanwhile, this was financial services, and this was servicing people that made anywhere from 100K to millions of dollars a year. Huh? And their idea of a thank you to them making $1 billion in 1 year is giving everybody the chance to go to Mexico as a company vacation. And if you opt out, you are expected to work. Lovely, lovely. So you chose to do that because we don't necessarily understand taxes that well, but to the extent that is pretty kind of write offable instead of giving everybody a fucking raise. 10% raise. Instead of doing that for everyone across the board. I hope every single one of you that has real decision making ability chokes and doesn't recover. So, I am addicted to TikTok. And I'm kind of stuck on this one guy's who had just like basically made a TikTok saying that he was pretty much talking to himself and then realized that somebody was behind him. So he had to make believe that he was on the phone. I'm just like, I literally do that like anyway. It's a way of life for me. I don't not want to have a conversation with myself. Sometimes I'm the best course of action in calming myself down, or just, talking things out. But I feel like that's kind of like the go-to. That's what the whole headphones is in the ear thing is about. And normally, if I'm talking to myself, especially out loud, for, anyone passing by to hear, and it's usually men, it's so that they won't talk to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Because y'all don't never have anything of substance to say. Oh, you look good. Bitch, I knew that before I came out here. But thank you, I guess. Pay me. Like, I don't care. Like, I didn't come out here for you. It's not even the last thing on my list. It's not even on the list of reasons why I came out here. You weren't there. You weren't on my mind. The masses of men weren't on my mind when I made sure that this was on and giving. Like, no, y'all weren't on my mind. I was on my mind. My inner child who, picked the colors and did the things and smoked it out and did all of this thing. you know, that's who I did this for. You're not even a consolation. Like, you're not even like the 25-cent prize. You're not even the 5-cent prize. Like, you're nothing to me. Absolute nothing. But, it's a jungle out there. I have they saw my video and said I found my people. And I'm happy to hear it, like so often, I find people on TikTok that are my people. You feel me? But yeah, like and this is just like a flow of consciousness for me. I had made another video, of course, on TikTok, in which somebody had made a tweet saying, Stop calling your male children the man of the house and things like that. It causes more harm than you might think. And like, in my mind, makes sense. Excuse me. Or even those women that like do that weird thing. It's like it's my boyfriend. Look, like I appreciate the broke bestie. I love that one. That's perfectly fine. That's funny. It's funny as hell. Funny as hell. And the ones that refer to their children as crotch fruit, love that. Love that. That's the hilarious. But back to the original point. They had said this, and the Shade Room has picked up the tweet, and then I had seen somebody had commented, and it was a man, and they said, "It's it's let kids be kids, but what happens when there's an emergency?" The point. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck? How did that make sense? How did that make sense? You can prepare your children for emergencies without referring to them in adultification in a way that adultifies them. Excuse me. You realize that, right? You can allow kids to be kids, but also prepare them for emergencies. It's not as hard as people are trying to make it. And why? It's because y'all keep having these kids so goddamn young that you think that now that they're your child, having to take care of a child, that they also need to grow the fuck up. Like, no. I wish y'all would have waited, so that y'all could have, did more of the things necessary to get your minds right around what childhood should be. But a lot of other people have been children of children. Like, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And sometimes you and sometimes people get born to old ass parents, but still their mental is in their emotional maturity level is stuck in their teens. So sometimes, having people be grown don't mean that they really grown. Okay. Unfortunately, a lot of people in arrested emotional development, and they ain't got shit to do with them kids. That ain't got shit to do with them kids. Okay? Okay? Yeah, it ain't. Like, I'll never understand that. Like, I legit said, I was like, a lot of y'all are a few crayons short of a full pack. And I really wish y'all would not procreate. Like, get help. Get help. Get mental help. Because there's some emotional help. It might not even be mental. You need emotional help. Because that jump, that leap, that reach, because the point was here. You reaching all past it. All past it. I don't understand. I don't get it. You don't have to, you're the man of the house. No, that is a child. And childhood is so fucking fleeting to begin with. Why the fuck are you trying to make them adults that damn quickly? I remember a guy was telling me that there was a particular civilization that nobody even really considered you grown until you were 40. And to be quite honest, even at 32, like, my emotional arrested development is probably at like anywhere from 7 to 14. That's where it flows within. 7 to 14. When it comes to my sexuality, 7. When it comes to just being able to, freely express myself, 14. Yeah, 13, 14. Yeah. There's a lot of judgment. And people telling me that they had the right to judge me because they were yada, yada, yada years old. And now that I'm past the age of when they had children, I realize now I have the right to judge. Like, you were an idiot. you were an emotional idiot. And the fact that you thought this was an appropriate way to, converse with children, handle children, reprimand children, it wasn't. It wasn't. And I'll let you know now. Um, Before I used to try and be much more. I used to be empathetic and really try to say it with kid gloves, if you will, or try to, temper it. Now, if you want to talk to me, you're not about to get nothing sweet. Sweeten. I used to try and sweeten it. You ain't about to get nothing sweet now. You didn't want that from me. And now you want that from me. Girl, boy, Negroes, niggles, bye. Okay. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Um, I would be remiss if I didn't say that the way in which my parents tried to parent me was good. Like it wasn't, but it was better than a lot of other ways that it could have gone. So, facts of life, um, it wasn't super like physically abusive or anything like that. It was more so mental intimidation and emotional manipulation. Some covert, yeah, yeah. Some emotional, yeah, yeah. A lot, actually. A lot was dependent on shame and guilt. And now you can't shame or guilt me. Ooh, that really burns motherfuckers up. Like, sorry, girl. Thought you was gonna have that trump card for the rest of your life? It's dead. I burnt it. Ain't nobody worrying about that. Nope, not no more. Guilt and shame don't do shit for nobody. It don't do shit for me. It allows me to continue to do shit for others that would not want to do the work to actually grow the hell up. It's a shame. Truly, honestly and truly, it's a shame. But it's not my shame. So, um, you get to a point where people's expectations of you just don't fucking matter anymore. They just don't. And I wish more people, get to that point. People get to it when they get to it. Trust and believe. It's not lost on me. And I give all of those people that, don't like the boundaries I've set. You have that right. But you also can get the fuck. Start talking to you. Because it ain't gonna change. At least I had the decency to let you know. Because some people, I just cut off and didn't get an explanation. Because what the fuck for? Who are you to me anymore? Who am I to you? And that's the real thing. Who am I to you anymore? Nobody. You have treated me as such. And it's okay. I've let people go that couldn't, respect my boundaries. And sometimes they can't respect it because they're still living within that. So it's like, I can't be mad at them, but also I don't have to continue putting myself in the line of fire for your reality. I just don't. Like, I definitely had one friend that I ended up just like, no, like, I'm like just blocked completely. And it was all because they went ahead and told me about somebody that I told them not to tell me about anymore. I do not want to hear about them. I don't care about them. I don't want to care about them. I don't want to know about them. I don't want to keep up with them. I don't keep up with the Kardashians. I don't want to keep up with them. Period. Like, but they continued to let me know. Which is like, yeah, I don't care. But they still would like let me know little shit. And I'm like, one day, like, I was sitting around and was doing something and I got so mad. I was like, I shouldn't even know this about them. Like, this isn't even something that I should know. And instantly just block. I was like, no, because we're not going to have a conversation about it because I already had the conversation. If you think it deserves more conversation, I suggest you have it with somebody else because I'm not the one. I'm just not. But it is what it is. I like this. I really like this a lot. Yeah. NARS is for the girls, like really. Cruella Velvet Matte Lip Pencil. I used to love the fuck out of this so much. And I don't know why I didn't go to Sephora as much as I used to anymore. So that's why I ended up not getting these. And I used to be like VIB, all that shit. But, you know, certain things take a back seat when you're trying to get to a certain level. And this was a certain level that I mean, like a particular apartment, you got to spend like hundreds of dollars, almost $1,000 a year to be part of VIB. And I was willing to spend that at a particular point because I felt like I had no place else to go. So might as well spend money on these things. And it would be skincare and a whole host of other things. It wouldn't just be makeup in particular. But yeah. Like, I love this. But it's neither here nor there. But yeah, I've been, trying to keep up on, affirmations and this, that, and the third. But sometimes a bitch is tired. Like, a bitch is tired. Like, when does the universe was not clicking, universe? The bills are due now. Come on. Work with me for real. Yeah, that's not my teeth. Yeah, good. But yeah, it's just been rough. And trying to keep hope alive and keep applying and keep applying and keep applying and keep applying. Like, I've applied to so many different jobs. It's annoying. It's so fucking annoying. And it's jobs I know I could full well do. And it's either rejection or nothing. Rejection, nothing. Or I'll end up getting interviews. One time I even got a job offer and then they ghosted me. And then I hit them up and was like, hey, when are we able to speak? And they finally got back to me hours later. Like, yeah, decided to go with somebody else, somebody closer. Wish you all the best. I hope everything you even think about crumbles, sir. Yep. Yup. Yup. Because it's life and death over here for me. Like, that's how I feel about it. You don't like it? I don't like it. You don't like it. There's both things we don't like. Right. And had this had 2 interviews and then a reconnection call with this one company, and they have not gotten back to me. It's been 2 weeks now. Now I'm giving them more of the leeway because they're white, so they're probably really enjoying their colonizers' day, their mass genocide day, like for the whole week. So I'm not trying to put 20 on 10 on that one. They did not offer me the position directly or anything like that. So, but I did give them the idea, and if they think I didn't, I have a recording. Wiretapping in the state of New York is one party only. So since I was one of the parties, I consented. But hopefully it works out. But if it doesn't, of course I'm not about to make us think about it, because I'll be good goddamn if I do that. Like, how toxic they end up making that work environment? Probably even more toxic than it probably would have already been, because I would have been the only Black girl. It's annoying. It's annoying, but it is what it is at this point. Hopefully I hear some good news on Monday. Let us pray, 85K was a 5K sign-on bonus in the name. God got us, okay? Oh shit, oh man. So, just hoping and hoping. But it is quite annoying. And okay. I don't know why my mind went here, but my mind went here. Prince William, he's the one that's balding and ugly, right? Yeah, like his daddy. Not the one that's married to the half black girl, Meghan Markle. Let me not even do that. Meghan Markle. I know who Meghan Markle is because I love Suits, and even though she worked my nerve on that show a little bit, it was well acted. She's a great actress, so I can't even be mad at her. I'm mad at the character. Okay. But neither here nor there. But Prince William's trying to say Africa's overpopulation is what's contributing to the ecological effects, and not the rape, murder, and pillage of the land. Not what you and your daddy and granddaddy and great great granddaddy and great 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 all of them. They didn't have nothing to do with that. Not the transatlantic slave trade. That didn't have nothing to do with that. Not the industrialization and the just inhumane labor, all of that. None of that. Meanwhile, over the course of 5 years, the royal family, I think it's namely William, through the use of course, their private jet, have used about the same amount of miles to go from Earth to the moon and back again over the course of 5 years. That's I think it's about 500,000 miles. So 100,000 miles every year. We know jet fuel contributes to the, good old global warming. We know that. Yeah. The overfishing. we know that contributes to, and not only with the overfishing, the basically garbage that is left from that fishing, because there are cascades of netting and ropes and things of that nature in the ocean from all of this fishing, all of this corporate and industrial fishing. But Africa, I think the fuck not, William. I think the absolute fuck not. Okay? You elitist, OG white supremacist piece of shit. Okay? No, it's not. It's not Africa. Okay? Okay. Okay. But yeah, there was this thing that went on where on TikTok. Yes, I'm circling back around to that. Where it's called Surviving Sophia. Apparently, she goosed a lot of people out of a lot of money because she claimed she had a relationship with a particular artist and that they had gotten, excuse me, assaulted, which I don't know if that's true or not. And I'm not going to, say that it's not, because if it is, I'd rather be on the side of the victim than the side of an abuser. But apparently this person abused a lot of people's trust and went ghost. It was crazy because I was like, I saw, and I think I've seen who they were talking about. And like, she was super bubbly. She kind of gave off the same kind of vibes as the Oddity. Beautiful, beautiful girl, bald headed, African, very effervescent, very energetic. But yeah, apparently she made a killing and then ghosted. um it was a lot because I saw that she had not that she had I had seen an influencer that I really enjoy. Her name is Grace Africa on TikTok. Kind of talk about how she kind of basically got duped. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, boo. And it was, I guess, the donations that she had kind of made to her for a particular cause in terms of medical help, because Grace Africa is a nurse. She had she had taken those funds and used them for herself. I was just like, damn, now that's a fucked up ass shit. That's really unfortunate. Never know who to really trust. But I would think you would take a little more time to get to know this person and all of that before you start giving them money. And you kind of once you feel like the person is your friend, it's like, oh, it's easy. They wouldn't do that to me. Well, I guess it's about to get real hard to get a penny about anybody. Not that that's really, not that the way that she went about it is funny, but it's like, damn, that's a way to learn a hard ass lesson. But yeah, I just found that really unfortunate, especially for Grace, because I'm like, she seems like a very, very kind soul. And to have that happen, it's like, damn. Damn, damn, damn. Uncle Luke is on TikTok and he on live right now. I'm not about to get on. But and I don't really participate in a lot of people's lives like that. Because I don't be caring what people be talking about like that. Put in the video. If you can make it if you're gonna make it under 3 minutes, cool. If you cannot, I might not be around for that part too, baby. I might not be around for that part too. But I have realized that my addiction to TikTok has, if it's not like me trying to apply to things or anything like that, it has severely decreased my ability to pay attention to like television shows and movies and things like that. I I did better today than I have in like quite some time, but yeah, like I watched two movies and I only picked up my phone like two or three times, which is good because normally my phone would just live in my hand the entire time while I had the movie watching me while I'm on my phone. And TikTok isn't even usually that interesting. So it's insane. The ability to scroll and never get to the end. Yeah, it's a dangerous game. TikTok knew what they were doing, and now I have to reprogram my brain because I can't get caught up in this. Um, but yeah, it does make for some pretty funny content. Um, I think I'm about to look at what I put up on here. Oh yeah. Mhm. I found out about 3D Doritos Spicy Ranch. Oh, I don't be keeping up on the new snacks. I don't know if it's new or not, but I don't be keeping up on the new snacks like that. But now I kind of wish I did. I wish I did, and I think I may at some point. Once the funds get right again. Whew, once the funds get right, please hurry up, Lord, Lord, Lordess, please. But yeah, really enjoyed them. I had been trying to watch the Parenthood, not not the new show that's out. Like I think it's like on one of them networks. Oh well, I guess Parenthood did come on WB, but it's the sitcom, not the. I think it's like a drama. But yeah, it was the sitcom in the '90s, and Reagan Gomez was the it girl. Okay, she ain't to be the shit girl, but she was the shit. Listen, there are things that she's wearing in that show that I would wear now to this day. To this day, shit. And Reagan went on to be like one of those like sexy cover girls. After that, man, shit. I get it, boo. I get it. But I had made a Michael appreciation post, but only when he's wearing the turtlenecks or like the tight crew necks. That's the only time I find that man attractive. It's like, oh, uh-huh. Oh, sir. And that might be it. It makes sense in terms of who I'm attracted to when it comes to women. Listen, I'm not saying he gives off a feminine vibe. I'm saying that his masculine vibe in feminine form. Ooh, wait. Hey, okay. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, but I'm not really interested in men in that way. But seeing him in that kind of like, oh, that's why I'm attracted to certain studs. I'm not. I usually am attracted to femmes and stems. But there's a particular kind of stud, and they can be feminine too. Like I do not need a overly masculinized woman. And when I say overly masculinized woman, I mean like toxically so. Like Don't, like, I'm totally down for us being equals. Like, I don't need you to try and act like a man or like the toxic version of a man. Like, it's like, why would I want to do that without any of the like major perks of being with a man, which isn't really very much any. But it's like if I'm gonna go that route, then I might as well date men. And I mean like studs that like get mad at gay men that are feminine, like, girl, so what, you wear boxers? You still got a pussy in there. Why are you acting like that? Stop it. Like, let me give the man. Ugh. Why? Why you trying to do? What's up? Like, let's be clear. I don't understand. And no, this is not. This is a no sweeping statement of all studs that they do this, but like, I'm just saying, like, I don't appreciate that. Like, you're over here trying to tell a man that is gay how he should present as a man, even though he's gay. Like, ma'am, let him tell you to throw on a dress and some heels, then you're gonna be tight. Pipe down. Let people present in whichever way they want to present. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Okay? Oh. But I can appreciate the studs that are attracted to femboys because you get it. You get it. It's fluid. Sexuality is fluid. There's a spectrum. Don't get yourself tied down to one particular thing if you feel like this is something else that you might enjoy. Okay. It's time. Like, getting caught up on, I'm a star. I'm a gold star. Gold star. And that's mainly for like the white mothers who are like, I'm a staunch lesbian. Like, I'm a lesbian. I only ever been a lesbian. And then no. Why are you passing judgment on people for how they have felt they needed to live their lives so that they can survive? So that they could even get to the point where they're like, oh, safely, I am this. Wow. People get so caught up on what they would do or how they should do and this, that, and the third. You don't know what kind of abuse they would have had to take if they couldn't, if they went ahead and just presented in the way they wanted to present, which I understand. I can understand why you might not necessarily get it, but ask somebody before you start trying to jump down anybody's throat about this, that, and the next thing. Like, and what's crazy about it is that what I'm noticing for like people like me that noticed this or came to this understanding later in their lives is that they made this decision to, and it wasn't even as conscious as it wasn't even conscious truly. They just knew they did not want other people to feel uncomfortable and make them feel uncomfortable and make themselves feel uncomfortable. So if at 7 I went ahead and was like, oh, I won't like them. I won't like women. Like, it made sense to me. It was safe for me not to. I'm sorry, I'm looking. I couldn't figure out what this was. But it made sense for me not to at that time. And you make that decision and you go on about your day and your life and live that way for decades. Pretty much, yeah. 2 decades, God damn. And there have been some beautiful women that have, crossed my path. And I'm as overjoyed as I am to finally recognize that I am a lesbian. It's like, damn, fuck. You get mad at people for not making you feel safe enough or comfortable enough to come forward and do the things and live life the way that you need to. And I recognize that because of that, I made a lot of bad choices and choices basically that were like, well, at least I'm not, and it's not healthy, not smart. But you live and you learn, and I'm gonna be much quicker to forgive myself than other people because I did what I needed to as a child, and it saved me from of a lot more conversations or disrespect. Actually, not even conversations, a lot more disrespect than I could probably take at that time. Because it's hard when you have a parent that will constantly say, not even constantly, but if they see something on TV that's like LGBT, it's like, you better not be gay, or you better not, oh, you ain't, you not, like, what is all of that for? Who was all of that for? It's like people like to say that it's a choice. So you're actively choosing to not be attracted to the same sex. Is that what you're saying? Is that why you're so upset? Is that why you're so angry? That's why you're so bitter? Won't be me. And it's not a major reason why I don't have kids, but it is a reason why I don't have kids. I knew there was a lot of other things emotionally that I needed to address. I just didn't realize what they were until I finally got away from all of these older influences that just were very overpowering at the time and just wrong. Overpowering, wrong, disrespectful, judgmental, all of the things. And I attracted a lot of friends that were kind of in that same vein. Very judgmental, very disrespectful, but it was a norm for me to accept that. It's not acceptable. It's just not. I have blocked a lot of people. I've blocked a lot of people. And it's just like, I don't owe you an explanation. You've had your access to me and now it's gone. But, it is what it is. Rants and rambles. I hope you all are having a great week. If you're not, I hope it gets better.